Welcome back. It is April 15th. Thought I'd do a quick update on what I've got going on. I'm trying something new this year with the greenhouse setup, so I'll show you what I've got. So I have officially moved every flat outside with the exception of tomatoes, peppers, and anything that I'm still waiting on germination for. I've never done it this early before, mainly because the nights do get down into the upper 30s. Sometimes a little bit lower. This morning was 34. However, my feeling this year is they get so much more benefits being out in the sun, aside from the fact that I don't have to worry about them. And it's not that hot now that I have to worry about them drying out. So I can easily go a good day between them, and we're good to go. I also switched everything over to daisy trays. I think that's the name of them. They're the ones with the holes on the bottom. So if I overwater, it just drains out. So I replanted some cabbage. So those have just started to sprout. So as soon as I see sprouts, I'm putting them out here, getting them soaked, letting them do their things. Same thing with some onions that I had that had germinated poorly. So I replanted them and they're doing a lot better now with the warmer. Everything else is great, with the exception of flowers. Last year, this time, I was overflowing with flowers. And this year, it's hit and miss. Candy tuft and some calendula came up. Cornflower and columbine, nothing. This flat, about the only thing I got is about half of the cosmos I planted. Marigold, same thing. I don't know if the seed got wet, if stuff was damp in the basement. I don't know. I've never had germination this poor. So, not really sure what I'm going to do about that because it's a little bit late to plant a lot, but we'll see. Calendula there worked well. I did plant some more marigolds. They're still very tiny, but I'm hoping that maybe being out here, a little bit of extra heat, maybe germinate a little bit better and go from there. So anyway, this is the first half. Next half of the video, we'll go inside and see what the inside looks like and see how everything's doing there for the warm season crops. All right, so inside things are definitely looking good. I think from the last time I planted, or last time I did a video on inside stuff, I have planted all of the tomatoes. Almost everything there germinated, which was awesome. Peppers are looking good. This is small if you were going to go to a store right now and buy them, but this is probably the biggest peppers I've ever grown. I did have some that didn't germinate. I had some red mercuries that didn't do anything. So I just went ahead and did a label with both of the names. In theory, I would write down which ones were which, but I figured one of them's red, one of them's green, so I'll know based on what germinates. I did plant some more tomatoes, some stuff that I found that I haven't had good luck with in the past. San Marzano, for example, I've never really had great luck with, so gonna try some new seeds and figure that out. Tea garden is looking good. I did replant the calendula. Those had gotten extremely lanky, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna redo it. Make them as strong and healthy as I can. I've got plenty of time, so that's what I did with those. Planted some tomatillos, some sunberries, stuff that I've done in the past in varying degrees of success. These are some of my kind of experimental tomatoes, actually. I wanted to see if there was a big difference in plant size versus pot size. These are the jumbo 6-packs, so the 36 trays, but they are, as you can see, taller than the other. So we'll see how those do. Bottom shelf, I have things that are germinating. I want them to be upstairs so they get a little bit more heat, but they obviously don't need the light yet. I did replant a bunch of marigolds because very little of that germinated, so we'll see how they do. Got some dill, some hollyhocks. Basil is looking fantastic. I've tried to keep this stuff outside as much as I can, even if it's just for a few minutes here and there. And seems to be working well. Some more peppers. Little taller than I would like. I haven't really pinched back. I haven't done much in the way of that stuff pruning wise, but so far so good. We'll see how they do. And more of the tomatoes and peppers. I'm trying a couple of special tomato varieties this year. One is super sauce. We do a lot of sauce. That's the majority, aside from salsa, what I use the tomatoes for. And then I did some pear tomatoes to throw in. In the past, I've done salsas with different types of tomatoes, and I ended up with some really cool flavors, so wanted to do that again. Last but certainly not least is probably the healthiest peppers I have ever grown in my life. So we're looking at 3 to 4 inches tall on some of them. Very healthy. I do fertilize them. I have fish emulsion fertilizer that I do, I think at least once a week. I try and hit it 2 or 3 times a week. You can do it every watering, but I tend to not do that. So we'll see how they do. But anyway, that's where we are right now, sitting at April 15th. Everything inside is either done fantastic or I've replanted. So stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.